Hello and welcome to Jobs and Education. Do subscribe, like and share my videos. This is a Mahesh Dole. This is the super most important video series because every ESET exam aspirant is struggling to crack that ESET exam. So that's why I came with a great initiative which is going to provide you topic wise MCQs. Highlights of the video series are: it is as per SBTET syllabus, State Board of Technical Education and Training, and it covers topic wise MCQs. It provides even ESET questions also. It is relevant for Telangana as well as Andhra Pradesh states, and it is also providing 100% assured questions for ESET exam. So my opinion is that this video series is enough to crack your ESET exam. So that's why try to watch all the videos of this video series and share these videos to all your friends. Let's get started with a question which came in 2018 ESET exam. The question reads, which of the following casting methods is employed for toys manufacturing? To manufacture the toys, what is the method is used? That may be investment casting, slush casting, permanent mold casting or centrifugal casting. So to know the answer for this question, I am providing the answer in the middle of the video. Try to watch complete video. So by that you can get the answer for this question. And also I am providing the syllabus of first semester basic workshop technology in diploma in mechanical engineering. So this is the course structure like basic workshop tools and car operations, carpentry, fitting, checking and measuring instruments, forging and sheet metal. These are the 6 chapters are there in workshop technology in the first semester of diploma in mechanical engineering. So this is the overall contents of the basic workshop technology. If you want to see the syllabus, try to pause the video and look at the contents. So second and third chapter is fitting, next fourth chapter is checking and measuring instruments, fifth one is forging and sixth one is sheet metal. So these are the contents, especially carpentry, fitting, forging and sheet metal. The first chapter provides the major important contents are methods of manufacturing processes like casting, forming, metal removal processes, joining processes, surface finishing processes, basic workshop processes like carpentry, fitting, hand forging, machine forging, sheet metal work, cold and hard working metals. So these are the first chapter contents. So out of this, the first one is casting. That's why I am going with casting process today. What are the important questions are there in the casting process? Those are provided in the video. Casting. What exactly mean by casting? Casting is defined as the shaping of a metal from the liquid state in a prepared cavity called mold. So casting and molding involves making the patterns and preparation of the mold cavities and pouring the molten metal into the mold. So this is the process of casting. The first question reads, which of the following pattern is used to produce a number of castings? The options are loose piece pattern, split piece pattern, gated pattern, match plate pattern. So to answer that, the gated type of pattern, the molten metal pours through the runner and then it passes through the several gates and then finally to the pattern. By looking at this figure, we can understand that gated pattern is going to produce more number of castings. Hence, the correct answer is C, that is gated pattern. Moving on to the second question, which of the following are produced by slush casting? Maybe hollow castings with thick walls, thick castings, thin castings, hollow castings with thin walls. So slush casting always produces thin hollow castings as we seen in the figures. So slush casting is a variant of permanent molding casting to create hollow casting or thin hollow cast. Hence the correct answer is D, that is hollow castings with thin walls. And also we seen a question regarding slush casting at the starting which came in 2018 ESET exam. Which of the following casting methods is employed for toys manufacturing? The correct answer is slush casting. By slush casting, toys are manufactured. Third question reads, the pattern used for mass production is? maybe single plate pattern or match plate pattern or split piece pattern or skeleton pattern. Here match plate pattern is used to produce mass. Hence the correct answer is match plate pattern. B is the correct answer. Fourth question reads, scab is a. What is meant by scab or what is scab? Maybe sand casting defect, a forging defect, a machining defect or welding defect. So what is a scab? Scab, it is generally caused by expansion of molding or core sand. Here we can see some of the sand mold defects: sand blow, pinholes, sand wash, scabs, penetration, mold shift, core shift and mold crack. So these are the sand mold defects. Hence scab is a sand mold defect. Hence the correct answer is A, that is sand casting defect. Scab is a sand casting defect. Moving on to the fifth question. The amount of draft required does not depends upon. So the amount of draft required does not depends upon shape and size of casting, material of pattern or method of production or molding method. Here draft is the amount of taper for molded or cast parts perpendicular to the parting line. Hence we can say draft means it is a taper. Hence the correct answer is the amount of draft required does not depends upon material of pattern. B is the correct answer. Sixth question reads, the main purpose of chaplets is. What is chaplet? It is to provide efficient venting or to ensure directional solidification or to align the mold boxes or to support the cores. Here the chaplet, a small metal insert or spacer used in molds to provide core supporting during the casting process. Why it is used? To provide the core supporting, like in the figure. So it is to support the cores. Hence the correct answer is D, that is to support the cores. Seventh question, in casting the amount of draft on exterior surface is about. The amount of draft on exterior surfaces is about 10 to 20 or 20 to 30 or 30 to 40 or 40 to 45. Hence the correct answer is 10 to 20. A is the correct answer. Eighth question reads, which of the following materials used for making patterns? This is very important, many times came in the exam also. Which of the following materials are used for making patterns? Wax, aluminium, mercury and lead. 4 given. So select the correct statements. So 1 to 4 or 1 to 3 or none of the above or all of the above. Here the correct answer is 1, 2 and 3. Wax, aluminium and mercury. These three are correct materials to make the patterns. 1, 2 and 3. Wax, aluminium and mercury. Ninth question reads, distortion allowance is not provided in the following shape of casting. It may be U shape or T shape or O shape or C shape. So distortion allowance is not provided in which of the following shape of casting. So distortion allowance, when casting of very thin surfaces like V shape, a U shape, etc., it will distort or damage during pattern. Hence we can say that O shape is not provided in O shape, that distortion allowance is not provided. 10th question reads, during normalizing process of steel, the specimen is heated. So it may be heated between the upper and lower critical temperatures and cooled in air, or it may be above the upper critical temperature and cooled in furnace, and above the upper critical temperature and cooled in air, and between the upper and lower critical temperatures and cooled in furnace. Here heat treatment is dealing with annealing, normalizing, hardening and quenching. Here what is normalizing? It involves heating a material to an elevated temperature and then allowing it to cool back to the room temperature. So heating and cooling is called as normalizing, we can say. Hence the correct answer is, during normalizing process of steel, the specimen is heated above the upper critical temperature and cooled in air. C is the correct answer. 11th question, during sand conditioning, silica is used for what? What silica is used for? It is to withstand high temperature, or to help in cooling the mold, or to increase the adhesiveness, or to impart necessary bond to the molding sand. So silica is used for withstanding the higher temperature during sand conditioning. A is the correct answer. 12th question reads, the mold in shell molding process is made up of. The mold in shell molding process is made up of gypsum plus setting agents, green sand plus clay, sodium silicate plus dry sand, or dry silica plus phenolic resin. So before going to answer this, shell molding is fine silica sand that is covered in a thin thermosetting phenolic resin and liquid catalyst. So hence we can say that the mold in shell molding process is made up of dried silica plus phenolic resin. D is the correct answer. So all the best for your coming up ESET exam. Try to share this video to your friends who are preparing for ESET exam. Signing off, your Mahesh Dole.